I'm Susan Niesloss. I'm taking a journey across America, meeting people and visiting places you've never heard of and sharing stories that have never been told. Jewish pioneers, communities, and entrepreneurs, all rich in tradition and culture, all part of the Jewish experience. It's an adventure you don't want to miss. How did Anaheim get its name?
The name Anaheim is from German, Anaheim, Anna's home, named for the Santa Ana River, Anaheim, home, and it was named by the 50 original German pioneers. The two earliest founders were two gentlemen named Charles Kohler and John Frohling. They were both German Jews, and they started what was called the Los Angeles Vineyard Company. They came down here because they wanted to make grapes and wine. They got 48 other German immigrants, about a third of whom we have been able to find out were actually Jewish, and started the town of Anaheim, which would become the first city in what would be Orange County.
In the late 1800s, this parking lot was California's largest winery, thanks to Benjamin Dreyfus, an early pioneer, and Anaheim's first Jewish mayor. He spent $40,000 to build it, a huge sum of money in those days, because he wanted to compete with wineries on the East Coast and in Northern California. At the height of its success, the winery was producing more than 2 million gallons of wine a year.
The reason that the Jews did so well here, there were two. Number one, there was very little, almost no racism or prejudice or anti-Semitism.
You're talking about in the early days.
I'm talking about the second half of the 19th century. The Jews were given incredible opportunities. They were known to be very intelligent. They were known to speak different languages. They were known to be trustworthy. And they were also known not to be big drinkers. In the late 1800s, early 1900s, a lot of Midwesterners moved here because of the weather, because they heard about how beautiful it was. And they brought with them their prejudices. And so all of a sudden, the Jews who had founded the Masons, the Oddfellows, these gentlemen's clubs, which were sort of the schmoozing of the day, found themselves on the outs. That was when the anti-Semitism started.
Black power!
There were histories that were done, a lot of them in the 20s and 30s, about the founding of Orange County and the pioneers, and they would say, so-and-so was a pioneer, and if the person was Jewish, they would just not say what church they prayed in. What is interesting is that Benjamin Dreyfus, who is the only pioneer with a decidedly Jewish name, is the only one not mentioned.
Jewish people, I think, helped this area to grow because they were hardworking people, and they had shops and stores, and like I say, doctors and engineers all came out here and helped this community grow.